I'm gonna pull it up on my phone here. I'm still gonna discuss it for those watching on YouTube archive. Let's see. Pulling it up on my phone. Redstone. Oh, I gotta type it in as one word. Redstones. I'm gonna be doing some work on the passive mob farm today, which I worked on quite a while ago. TRS's world. But that's what we're gonna be doing today. Now, according to my phone, I'm actually not live. Is that true? Am I not live? Back. Yes, again. I should be live. Let me launch it on Chrome on here and Twitch. Let's see here. Sorry about this, guys. You know, it always takes us a little bit to get started. Oh, it looks like it's working on here. Yeah, it looks like it's working on there. Okay, I'm gonna do a pop-out chat. Let's pop out the chat. And then I'll close the Twitch window. Cool. So just in case anybody joins. Alright, so I'm all alone right now, but I do want to start talking just for you guys on YouTube. So, first of all, today, what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to continue working on the passive mob farm, which I've been working on a lot off camera. Pardon me. I sound very different today and far less enthusiastic than I normally do because I'm sick. I'm extremely sick. I've been sick for about a week now. I've been dead. But I went back to college yesterday. Classes started yesterday. I mean, my girlfriend's helping me get through it. It's hard, but I'm making it and I'm getting better. But I'm extremely sick. So I'm sorry about that. There is a video coming out Wednesday. It's just an update video. It's only 22 seconds long, but it did take me way too long to make. It only took me like 10 minutes, but it shouldn't have taken me 10 minutes to make a 22-second video. But I really wanted to stream today, just because I'm just feeling it. My class is at 4, it's 11 right now, and I'm really just feeling streaming because my girlfriend and I played Beginner's Guide last night, which was actually kind of romantic. It was really cool that we got to play something together, because I'm always telling her about my Minecraft stuff, and you know, she's interested. She really is happy for me and everything. But we could really both bond, I think, in a way that we can't over Minecraft because she doesn't know. Yeah, but I am curious. Obviously, there's nobody else in the chat right now, but if you're on YouTube, I'm going to be checking the comments. Ordinarily, I read all the comments on the stream archives on YouTube, but I normally don't respond to them. I may actually respond to them today, or on this stream, because I really am curious. So, wow, if you have not played the Beginner's Guide, I'm not going to give any spoilers here. If I am going to give spoilers, I'll tell you, and you can just skip a few seconds ahead. But what a powerful experience. I mean, really, I learned, okay, so, there's something I want to tell you guys about my life personally, but it's going to make it kind of easy to find out who I am, like in real life, if I tell you this, so I'm not going to tell you, but it has to do with my family. I want to tell you because it would make this discussion so much richer, but it would, I like to keep an air of mystique about who I am in real life. I like to, just be TRS to you guys. It's not really like a privacy thing as much as it is a publicity thing, if that makes sense. I want to be known as TRS. We've discussed this in previous live streams. But I like to... back to the Beginner's Guide. It's a really interesting concept, getting to know someone through their games, through their art. And what I actually kept thinking is, now, it's hard not to give spoilers. Okay, I'm not sure I know now, but I'm not going to say whether or not Coda is a real person or not. I know now, but I'm not going to say. I wasn't sure during the game. And I was thinking... Sorry, I keep turning it down on my end, the music, as it's distracting me, making it hard to think. Excuse me. Yeah, just a casual conversation here. I kept thinking, gosh, you know, this man, how great it is to have this medium, this, like, almost creative playground that you can, this creative playground for you to just use, you know? Oh, hey, there's somebody watching. Damaloma. Welcome. Yeah, this creative playground. So we're talking about the beginner's guide. This creative playground to express your thoughts and feelings. Like, it's so exciting. If you are new to my channel or me, Damaloma, I am very sick right now. I'm usually a very enthusiastic and flamboyant kind of person. But hey, my roommate just walked in. So I was thinking, gosh, how great is it to have this creative playground where you can express your thoughts and feelings. And one scene in the game that particularly spoke to me was the scene with the game where, with all the notes in it, and the narrator says, you very quickly come to realize that this game is not connected to the internet. The game creator actually put in all of these notes himself. Wow. That's really sad. It's a very sad thought to think, you know, this guy, this is how he's playing out these conversations with himself. For me, that was the most powerful scene in the game. One of the most powerful scenes, the scene with the notes. Wow. You know, this guy is, this is his only outlet to talk with himself, to sort of give himself a kind of therapy, you know, that sort of thing. Like, and I thought, if you don't know, if you're watching the stream archive, you haven't been watching me for a while, I'm always saying it. I'm an actor. I'm going to college for acting and getting a Bachelor of Fine Arts. And what was I doing? I guess I should probably go get more wine. And I was thinking, you know, as an actor, one of my goals, my creative goals, say, in life, is to be able to... Okay, well, let's start out with, how do you define success, right? I define success in different ways, depending on what you want to do with it. Now, for me, I define success as being able to safely and comfortably access a creative playground. Now, this is sort of getting away from the topic of a beginner's guide, but it's just an interesting thought that's brought up. That I consider myself to have a successful career if I can easily and comfortably access my creative playground. Now, what that means is, first of all, easily, I have a means with which to do that. So in theater, you know, I have a stage, I have an ensemble, I have a theater company, I have people, like-minded people who want to fulfill creative visions together, right? And comfortably. I want to be... Hey, Jake LP. What's wrong with the quality? Is there something wrong with the quality? Let me check OBS. Is there something wrong with the quality? I'm doing 1,000 bitrate. Let me bring it up on my phone so I can see if it's my problem or not. And when did you play the beginner's guide? I love the game. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go back in the discussion a lot, but I'll just catch you up real quick. The ad is loading for me on my phone. See, the quality looks fine to me. I think it's your end. But I played the beginner's guide with my girlfriend last night, and I was saying it's such a powerful experience. And then we eventually got onto the topic of what is success? How do you define success? And I said that it sort of depends on what you want to do with your life. And for me, as an actor, if you're sort of new to my online life, I'm an actor. I'm getting a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Acting in college, and for me, the definition of success is if you can easily and comfortably access your creative playground. And I suppose that's not really just acting, but artistry in general. And very quickly reviewing what I mean by easily is you have, for example, a theater company, like-minded people who want to accomplish, who want to bring your creative visions to life, who want to explore thoughts and feelings with you, and not have to worry about, oh, is this show going to sell, and just worry about making great art and filling out creative fantasies, right? And then comfortably has to do with can you go on these creative endeavors, not having to worry about money. When you move, Minecraft is extremely pixelated. All right, let me look at my phone again. Here. It looks perfect on my phone. It's got to be on your end, because it actually looks really good on my phone, and I'm actually watching it from a different network than I'm streaming on. Anyway, it's really... By the way, I'm going to be working on the Passive Mob Farm, which I worked on quite a while ago in TRS as well, which, if you don't know, is my single-player survival series. But can you go on these creative endeavors without having to worry about, how am I going to sell tickets to this? You do these creative endeavors because they're for you. They're for your own personal growth as an artist and as a person. That's what I mean by accessing your creative playground comfortably. And if you ask me, if you can do that whenever you want, if you see something on the news that sparks a discussion that makes you want to go out and do something and make something, and you have the means to do that, in my book, you lead a very successful life. You are successful in your career, and you're successful in your life. That's what I strive for. Now, how does that relate back to the beginner's guide? Well, as I was playing it, I was thinking, this guy, this Coda, really has access to the creative playground. Now, then I thought, okay, it's not just about having the resources to do it, right? It's about having the skill, right? This Coda guy, for the sake of argument, I'm going to have to give you a spoiler and tell you that Coda is not real. Sorry to spoil it for anybody who's watching in the archive. But, by the way, I'm talking like this because I'm very sick. And, you have to have a certain level of skill to pull it off, right? So I couldn't go and express all of my thoughts and feelings through gaming like this guy did, because I don't have the skill to do that. I don't have the knowledge to do that. I suppose I could learn, right? But at this moment, I can't. But isn't that great to be able to have this medium to express yourself? What if I wanted to create a theater piece anytime I was feeling something, but not just like any theater piece? Like, what am I talking about? Hey, C-Map, thanks for stopping by, man. That's cool, pretty cool. I was talking about the beginner's guide, and I sort of got onto the whole idea of what does it mean to be successful in life? This is something I was thinking about a lot while playing the game. This is the beginner's guide, the video game, and which I played with my girlfriend last night. And but I sort of want to move off the topic of being successful in life. I want to move on to what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the notes, the part of the game with the notes. That was a particularly powerful piece for me. I know I'm being sort of repetitive, but it's to catch people up. I'm trying to add new ideas every time I go back. But that was a particularly meaningful part for me because it was him talking to himself, and I got sad because I was thinking, do I have to do that? That's the only outlet for this guy. Do I have someone I can talk to? can I create a theater piece that will allow me to express my own personal feelings? I've written theater pieces before, but can I use it as sort of a means of therapy? Now, there actually is, if you don't know, there is a whole art medium called theater therapy. And that's not really something I totally approve of, because I think, well, approve isn't the right word, but there are theater therapists, like those are people's jobs, which is not something I totally believe in. I suppose it's not really something to believe in, if it works, it works. My earbud fell out, sorry. But I feel like the therapy quality of theater is that's a bonus, right? That goes along with it. It's something it's a plus. Excuse me. So, in a way, I felt bad for the guy because, obviously he clearly had a lot of social anxieties, as do I. I deal with a lot of social anxieties in my life. I felt very personally connected to this game. And on the other hand, I envied him a little bit in the way that he could express himself, right? And then, of course, the game took a very twisted turn when it turned out that Davey was actually playing a much more important role in this guy's life than we originally interpreted. We sort of at first thought that Davey was just a mild-mannered observer in the background here that was not having any effect on him, was sort of a bystander to this whole goings-on. But, yeah. I'm sort of hopping all over the place with this topic, but it's very interesting. What an interesting game. Anybody who's watching, if you want to bring up anything, because I sort of got lost myself trying to talk about so many different things, getting a little bit repetitive here. Is there anything you want to bring up about the beginner's guide? Really interesting. And also, as an experience with another person, because I played it with my girlfriend sitting right next to me. And she's not a video game person, at all, but she's very interested in it too. I share it with her, and she supposedly, I think she is. Says she is. But, let me just see. Actually, oh, there is. Yeah. Great. So, it was very interesting to, discuss this game afterwards. Sort of like seeing a piece of great theater, and then discussing afterwards, what your thoughts on it were. I think, in high school, in literature and stuff, they talk a lot about is the narrator of this story reliable, right? And I know I said before I wasn't going to give spoilers. It's really hard not to. I'm going to have to lift that friction, and I'm just going to not worry about spoilers for the beginner's guide. But I'm going to have to lift that restriction. So, right. Is this person a reliable narrator? And I never quite got that in school. Since then, there have been a number of stories, narratives that I've come to understand what that means, but I think this is a prime example of an unreliable narrator. And what's interesting is he's not an unreliable narrator because he's got malicious intent or anything like that. He's an unreliable narrator because he's troubled. And then, of course, there's the whole point that Coda... Oh, I have to log out because I can't open the chests for some reason now. He's not a reliable narrator because he's making this all up. And the point for me where it got really confusing is, if you remember in the last scene, his earphones keep buzzing. Is it because of the sound output thing I'm using? And I'm using Sound Siphon instead of Soundflower. That's what I use to stream now. Because I can control the volume on my end without controlling it on yours. Anyway, pardon me. And I'm still very sick. What's doing up here? Distracted. I'm sorry. It's very hard to stay focused while I'm playing Minecraft. Sorry. What were we talking about? The beginner's guide. Hey, Command Coder. Hey, TRS. What is up? You're discussing philosophy, the beginner's guide, success in life, happiness, or some pretty big topics here. If there's anything you'd like to bring up, if you've played the beginner's guide, or even if you haven't. By the way, for those of you who don't know, we worked on this a while ago in TRS's world. This is the passive mob farm. Right now I'm covering all the redstone with glass so that I can work on putting in more water sources and not have to worry about washing away the redstone. But anyway, I don't remember, what was the last topic we were covering? Hang on. I'm sorry. Discussed success, we discussed outlets, therapy. I don't remember. Talk about something else. I know I'm really all over the place with this stream. I've been in bed for like over a week now, and I just got out for to go to class. Whoops. There we go. I just got out for to go to class, and that was really tough. So my head is kind of still spinning, trying to get my thoughts straight. Got very, but it's pretty cool. The Redstone Scientist follows me on. Well, you know. Anyway, we were talking about Beginner's Guide. I know I'm really all over the place. I'm normally more organized than this. I apologize. Excuse me. Thinking about. Oh yes, the unreliable narrator. That's what we were talking about. So he doesn't have malicious intent. He's troubled, right? Is the narrator of this game, and the part where the game sort of started to get confusing for me is in one of the messages at the end of the game. You know, he has a message to Davey. Coda does, and he says, "Stop putting lampposts in my game." Now, I didn't understand that because we were told that the lampposts were being put there by Coda, right? And so I thought, I don't know which way that's supposed to be. That for now. Excuse me. So after playing the game, I looked online. I read some of the comments out loud to my girlfriend, and there was some discussion. There was some thoughts that said, the lamppost, that could be a metaphor in that Davey kept wanting to find meaning in the game where there was none, and so Coda was, music is too loud or voice too quiet. Okay, I'm gonna turn the music down. His voice is all the way up. I'm not using my good mic, so. Okay, I turned the music down. That should be better. So, there was some discussion of, well, Coda was literally physically putting the lampposts in the game, but Davey, he said that he was putting them in there because it represented Davey needing to find some cohesion in the game, needing to find some connection to it, wanting to make it about him. The whole thing was a very egotistical experience for Davey, right? It was very much about him. It wasn't about Coda. It started out about Coda, but it really turned into a egotistical experience for him. And so, on the one hand, there's the argument that, yes, Coda was physically putting the lampposts in, but it was a metaphor when he said that Davey was doing it. Or, we already know that Davey is an unreliable narrator because it turns out, Coda was sort of a metaphor, or is he, is the metaphor game side? That's another question I have. Is the metaphor extend beyond the game? Or extend into the game? So in other words, in the world of this game, is Coda a real person? or in the world of this game is the narrator actually using coda as a plot device? So we know I mean, I think we know. I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure coda in our world, in real life, outside the game, is not a real person, right? But I think in the game, is that also true? Is Coda also not a real person? Is the Davy that we meet inside of this game making up Coda? Not for the purposes of the game, but like for the purposes of his life. So, that's another interesting question. So, as I was saying, the other side of it is if he didn't physically put them there, Coda, then it was further proof that Davy is an unreliable narrator, right? It's further proof that he's grasping for something. He's the desperate one. No, not Coda. Davy is the desperate one. It's a very powerful experience. Now, my theater teacher, I went back to my high school. I went to a magnet school, and I went back to my high school to talk to the class, the senior class, about the senior actors about applying for college, applying to theater colleges. Excuse me. And my old teacher brought up an interesting thing, and it was about, I don't remember how it came up, but apparently, I go to college in Boston right now. I go to Emerson College. But there was an interesting point he brought up, and I had not heard of this experiment. Apparently, there was an experiment done. Do you guys remember Andre the Giant? He used to be a wrestler, but the younger generation probably knows him better from The Princess Bride. But he had gigantism, and he was sort of famous for being giant, and also for being a wrestler. And you guys also know the clothing brand Obey. I'm not sure if I have these facts straight, so I didn't really do my research on this. This is me paraphrasing what I heard my teacher say. But in Boston, there was an experiment done where they printed up like thousands of posters of Andre the Giant with the Obey logo across it, like the Obey the clothing brand. And they posted them everywhere. There was no meaning behind it. It was just an experiment. And they weren't affiliated with Andre the Giant or Obey or anything. And it caused mass, I don't want to say hysteria, but it was mass confusion. I mean, people were going nuts over this stuff. What does it mean? What does it mean? It's got to mean something. It's probably just a joke. It can't be a joke. It's everywhere. It's got to mean something. Everyone looking for meaning in it. What does it mean? What does it mean? People trying to decipher it. Is there a hidden message in it? I mean, people went nuts over this stuff. And it just goes to show sort of the human tendency to find order. Our inability to accept the fact that there is chaos in the universe. We are unable to accept, for example, if there's a story that we finish reading or a game we finish playing with an ending that doesn't make sense, we're not satisfied. We're not satisfied if I can't come up with a good example, but we don't get satisfied by something that doesn't make sense to us, right? We need everything to have there needs to be logic in everything, because we get scared if there's an absence of logic, right? I heard a Radio Lab. It was either a Radio Lab or This American Life, both of which I highly recommend. Excuse me, they're podcasts or radio shows, what have you. And is the music just cutting out for me, or is it also cutting out every once in a while for you guys? Anyway, there was an experiment done, and again, I'm paraphrasing this. I don't have all the research in front of me. And this was to prove, this is slightly unrelated, but just an interesting thing to bring up. It was to talk about the concept of self, and that the concept of being yourself and the concept of existing in the world with other people, that there are other selves out there, so to speak. And that develops around the age of what is it, like 5? I think it's 5 or 6 or something like that. And before that, music is off? Music is off for you? That's not right. Oh, it's on. It's just very quiet. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. That should be better. I mean, it's very quiet right now. There. That should be better. Excuse me. So, they found that the concept of there being other selves, comprehending that, is a concept that develops around age 5 or 6. And again, I'm paraphrasing. I'm not sure about that. And the way they did this experiment, okay, is they went to a group of kindergartners, right? And all these different grades until the experiment failed. And they said, I'm going to need to stop playing for a minute because I need to sort of picture this in my mind. So imagine they gave this scenario to still can't hear the music. Okay, I'll turn the music up again. OBS. Okay, how's that? Is that better? I don't want to turn it too loud. If you can't hear the music, tell you. Now it's on. Okay, great. I also don't know what the delay is. So, sorry. So, this is the scenario they gave to children, right? They said, again, I'm paraphrasing, Sally and Jake, or Sally has a cookie, okay? Sally and Jake have a cookie. They have one cookie together. Jack leaves the room and closes the door. So Jack is outside. And there's a box. Sally puts the cookie in the box. Then Sally leaves the room. So now the room is empty. Jack comes back in the room and wants the cookie. Where does Jack look? Where is the first place Jack looks? And everyone says, it's in the box. He knows it's in the box. Sally just put it in the box. So that's the incredible thing. And this was like an almost 100% success, failure, whatever you want to call it, rate. Because all of these young kids thought, even though Jake wasn't in the room, if Sally put it in the box, Jake must know it's in the box, because they don't have this idea of separate consciousness, right? Everybody shares this collective consciousness. Anything that happens to you also happens to everyone else. I just think that's really interesting. It's very off topic from what we were talking about, but I just think that's fascinating. And it's a little spooky to think that there's such a, relatively big or extended period in your life where you cannot comprehend the idea of separate consciousness. I just think that's amazing. Huh. Anyway, we still need a lot more lime glass. I think we're going to go to another trip of glass gathering. Oh. Huh. Whatever. I'm not going to worry about the Minecraft sound. Does anybody have anything else about the beginner's guide they want to bring up? It's logical if you would first look in the box. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what they said. It wasn't where would he first look. But it was a question that was phrased like, something like, does Jack know where the cookie is? Right? Or maybe, again, I'm totally paraphrasing. Maybe it was like, there's a red box, a green box, and a blue box, and Sally puts the cookie in a blue box, box. And Jack comes in, and the correct answer is Jack doesn't know where to look, so, who knows what box he's going to look in first. But everyone thinks it's, well, because Sally put it in the blue box, he must know it's in the blue box, right? Because she put it there. I mean, you get what I'm saying. I don't have all of the facts of the experiment. Oh, wrong portal. So, where am I getting all this glass from? I'm getting it from the slime farm design thing, because remember we did that huge design underground that we didn't end up using because we ended up just making the slime collection room like the main thing. So I have like this, all of this glass just sitting there, waiting to be collected. But yeah, I'm really glad I played the Beginner's Guide. What a unique game, you know? I also got, I think I purchased it, yeah, Her Story, which is nominated for IGN's Game of the Year, along with a number of other games I got, which I'm really excited to play with you guys. I'm really enjoying playing other games on Livestream, really enjoying that, and I'm going to be plugging in my good mic as soon as I get better, you know, then I'm gonna step the professionalism back up once I'm feeling better. But right now, you know, I just want a really casual thing. But there are a whole bunch of games that I got that I can't wait to play with you guys on stream. It's gonna be really a fun journey to go through this together. But yeah, I'm really a fan of these unusual. Does anybody know the game Journey? That was kind of when I started to get into. That was when I started to really become interested in indie games. That was like my first really big indie I played, I think. Or, you know, at least that I was able to identify it as an indie, right? Can you play Human Resource Machine? Zape Joe MC, hi. Can you play Human Resource? Is that the one where it's got the programming thing, like you have to file the things in the office? It says there's only one watching right now. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I also don't have Nightbot here. Whatever, I don't care. I trust you guys. Excuse me. That game is really good. Human Resource Machine? Yeah. So, am I correct that that's what it is? The one where you're like in an office and you have to file the things and you have to write programs, like scripts for that? That game does look fun. The thing is I want new experiences, and I've watched Tango Tech play a few episodes of that. Like, it looks fun and everything. I just feel like, you know, if I'm going to spend the money to play a game, I want it to be a new experience. Can you maybe later do something with command blocks? Yeah, sure. I don't want to spoil too much because I got a bunch of Redstone stuff coming up. Trying my hardest to learn. Zape Joe MC, are you familiar with... Hold on one second. I'm actually just going to add my... Quick. Trying your hardest to learn command blocks or programming or both? Zape. Let me go to... What was I doing? Nightbot. Are you familiar with my YouTube channel, Zape? If not, as soon as Nightbot joins, you can do !YT in the chat, and both. Okay, you can do exclamation... Yeah, now Nightbot should be joining. You can do !YT via Steam family sharing. I might do that. I might. I don't want to... Don't gift it to me quite yet. If you're planning on doing that. I'm watching your YouTube channel. Great. So, are you familiar with my series Mastering Minecraft? That series is, I think, the best way to learn command blocks. Obviously, there's not a lot out already. I can't find any good vids on YouTube. Yeah, are you familiar with my series Mastering Minecraft? I think that that's the best way to learn command blocks. Obviously, there's not a lot out of it yet. You know, there's a lot to learn because there's so much work that goes into it, such high production values. But I actually just applied for a summer job, and it's at this camp where I could actually teach a course on Minecraft command blocks, like in real life. How cool would that be? To spend the summer teaching kids and teenagers Minecraft command blocks. That would just be so cool. I'm so excited just talking about it. Yeah. Let's see how much more glass can we get here. What? Yeah, that's really exciting. Um, excuse me. Oh, I'm still getting over my sickness. A tutorial in real life about command blocks? Yeah, and so, part of my job application was, they already teach a bunch of courses in Minecraft, but mostly about modding. There's nothing about command blocks, and I said, listen, I think this is a really important... Yes, Sliced Lime also does a really good tutorial on command blocks. It's very different from mine, but I highly recommend that. I would recommend for total beginners to check out my series, and then I actually wouldn't necessarily recommend Sliced Lime's beginner command block series for beginners. I would recommend his advanced series, though. I think that's better made. No offense to him, of course. He's fantastic. For what ages and where? By the way, should I buy Undertale? Don't ask me about Undertale. That's just simple as that. I think people would be angry if I gave a recommendation about Undertale, because I don't think that I received the correct Undertale experience, if that's fair to say. For what ages and where? The tutorial thingy. You mean in real life, or the Mastering Minecraft? In real life, I don't want to give too much information about it, because I still like to keep that wall of mystique between who I am in real life and TRS. But what's cool about this camp, though, is I've been to the camp before, and like taking courses in it. And what's so cool is everybody calls you by, whatever you want to be called, like your username or whatever. So, there was a guy who's liked to be called Mega Man. There was a guy who everybody called him Mega Man, so I would be called TRS by everybody. So I would still be able to sort of keep that air of mystique. Cool. Sorry, I haven't done this much talking in about a week. But yeah, it's for ages, I think, depending on what program, if I get in, if they accept me, depending on what program it is, there's one that's for ages like 6 to 9, and there's another one that's for ages like 8 to 18. My name would be, I can't, yeah, like, how would you pronounce that? This isn't going to be enough. Not enough lime class. I really want to get that redstone covered before we continue with it. By the way, if you weren't here when I said it before, I'm not using my good mic today, just because I just want to be comfy. It's pronounced... He wrote his username, and I said, how do you pronounce that? And he said, it's pronounced, and then he wrote it again. I'm actually a little worried about the underground of the basin. Like, I know what I want there, but I can't envision the aesthetics of it. I'm kind of worried about that. It would be cool if you made a server for your subscribers to learn command blocks. That would be cool, but I don't think I'd be able to commit enough time toward it, because I put so much effort into the quality of my videos. I don't think I could handle... I feel like that would be an entirely different job to do. That would be like another full-time, I think that, yeah, in my opinion, the best place for beginners to learn is Mastering Minecraft. And of course, I'm going to be coming out, I'm going to do more advanced tutorials too. My quality is really good though, thank you. I'm going to be doing more advanced tutorials, in Mastering Minecraft as we continue, as we go along, as the episodes continue. But, for what is released right now, I think it's the best way for beginners to learn. Then I would recommend, for more advanced concepts, to go to Sliced Limes. Like a side job when you want or feel like it. Yeah, I just don't think that's what's right for me right now. I don't think it's right for me at this moment. Maybe in the future. I'm not directly saying no. What was I talking about? But yeah, and then for more advanced concepts, I would then recommend Sliced Lime's Advanced Man Block series. If you guys remember, I did a live stream. It was my 300 subscriber special live stream. It actually wasn't that long ago, 300 subs. And I did sort of a nostalgia stream about all of my old creations and projects that I never finished. And there was this thing I did called the Redstone Museum. And there was a branch in it called Tutorial Towers. And the whole thing was going to be a totally narrated. This is where the idea for Mastering Minecraft came from. It was totally narrated like with a resource pack thing, where you would walk through, and there were all these exhibits. And when you would approach an exhibit, the narration would come up. It would be like a little audio tour, and it would give you all the information, and there would be different rooms, and as you would go up the tower, different lessons, and it was sort of arranged like a textbook. And then that's where the idea for Mastering Minecraft sort of came from. Great. The last time I watched your stream, you showed us Game Dev Story. Yeah, Game Dev Story, was that, that wasn't the 300 subscriber special, was it? No, that was the, yeah, that was back when I was doing the day-long live stream, which was right before I went away for break. Yeah, I think it was, yeah, it was a different stream. The archive should be on my channel. I'm not positive, though. I have a folder called live streams. I think it's on. Not positive. I bought the game after that. The Game Dev Story? Cool. Did you buy the Kairosoft one, or the one that... Because the Kairosoft one, which is the app, is, yeah, sure. Thanks for the recommendation, he said. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you bought the Kairosoft one. Yeah, cool. It's so addicting, isn't it? So simple, but so addictive. Excuse me. If you guys are enjoying the stream, a donation is very much appreciated if you're feeling generous. You type !donate in the chat to find out more information if you are interested in that sort of thing. I bought it for the iPhone. Yeah, I have it on my iPhone too. I was having a... What is the Game Dev Story? It's not like a story, like the name of the game is called Game Dev Story. Anyway, when I got my new iPhone, I have an iPhone 6 now, 6S now, and not the Plus, the regular, but when I got, it's way before Game Dev Tycoon, like the game predates that by at least a few years. It's by Kairosoft. Kairosoft. But anyway, when I've been having this software problem with my iPhone where my contacts periodically disappear and then come back again, like mysteriously. Very unexplainable behavior. And, oh, thank you so much, Zabe. Very unexplainable behavior, but it's very hard to do this and talk at the same time. Still getting used to that. Excuse me, still getting used to that. Talking about... Oh, and so, the guy said, if you're gonna get a new iPhone, if you're gonna restore from a backup, then it's gonna be... Try rebooting it or Google it. No, it's been a problem for, like, ages. And no one else seems to have had the problem. And the guy said, listen, it sounds like... Because it's been across a few iPhones. It's been across a few iPhones, and he said, listen, if it's been across multiple iPhones, then it's a software problem, and if you restore from a backup, it's going to go onto your new iPhone as well. So, unfortunately, I had to manually transfer everything by hand, which means I lost all my game progress, so I didn't even bother transferring game dev story. I was kind of done. See if we can figure out the rotation. That one. That one's got to be facing out, right? Like, only makes sense for it. Yep. Yeah, that is sad. It was pretty devastating, I have to say. Hashtag pray for TRS's phone, yeah. It works fine now, though. I'm not having that problem anymore, but I do have to, you know, manually put in all my contacts whenever they come up. You know, I realize, oh, I need to call this person. Right, they're not on my phone anymore. I guess this way. Hard to program while watching your stream. You're too addicting. Thanks. Let's see. This is probably going to be... Did I end up naming that episode? I think I did. I named the episode The World's Most Unusually Shaped Farm, or The World's Most Unusual Farm. In retrospect, I wish I had put a little bit more time. I put a lot of time into finding this location, but in retrospect, I wish I had allowed myself to go a little bit farther out, searching for a bigger location so it didn't have to be this weird shape, because I have to be so meticulous with this. I have to be so meticulous with placing everything just right, with all the signs and everything, because the signs don't go everywhere. They go in certain places to sort of trick the water flow. I tell you, it was a pain figuring out the water flow for all of this stuff. It was a real pain. Let's carefully break this. Okay, it faces that way. Put this back. Faces. Excuse me. Eddie something? What's that? What are you talking about? Eddie something. I don't know what you're talking about. Pardon me. English isn't my native language. What was I talking about? I don't remember what Medi something is. You said something about placing blocks, so... I don't remember. Oh, meticulously. Meticulously. Yeah, meticulously means carefully, with a lot of thought. Very cautiously. Takes a long time. Yeah. Pretty good summary of it. Hello. Zame. Native language is German, JLP. So yeah, I was trying to get my girlfriend to... My girlfriend speaks something like 2,700 million different languages. No, I'm just kidding. She speaks Spanish, French, Portuguese, English, and I feel like she speaks something else. But I'm trying to get her to do the translation thing on my latest video. Again, that's just a 22-second update video, but sort of as an experiment, just to try it. Excuse me. If you guys didn't know, by the way, there is a water temple right there, so we're gonna have like 2 farms in one over here. And yes, I'm aware that all of these torches cause extra unnecessary lag, but I wanted to do it just because it looks cool. Zape says, I'm learning French in school, and your native language is Swedish. Cool. My throat's getting a little sore. I just, like, had a little mini panic attack. Let me just double check. My class is at 4, like I think it is. Yeah, it's at 4. So it's 4 more hours. Great. Yeah. So I'm using this color just because it's like I didn't choose these things because I thought it would like look good or whatever. I just needed to also get rid of that glass and use it for something. So I figured, why not? May as well do this. My French grade is 5. I hate French. Excuse me. Goodness. I think we'll work on the signs a little bit more since we're a little bit short on glass. Is there a reason? Oh, never mind. I was about to say, is there a reason I can't open that? Let's see. More signs. Excuse me. So yeah, it's a very hard thing. I really need to watch your Mastering Minecraft, but your live stream is too addictive. English is so easy to learn, Zape says. Really? I have heard that English is the hardest language to learn. Because there is so much in English that doesn't make sense. There are so many exceptions to rules. I'm being very cautious. Okay, go. So, like, I'm just trying to copy the signs exactly. Oh, shoot, and I also have to do the glowstone. The glowstone is probably the most annoying part of this, trying to get it all to be even, because I don't want to just, like, place it randomly. My mom is born in California, says Lee. Okay, cool. My great-aunt is from California. My great-aunt, who is deceased now. Let's see. Get all the signs over here. Oh, you know what I should do? I should launch the auto backup program that Pandawan wrote for me. Auto backup. File or folder to back up. Sorry about this, guys. I'm gonna make sure we don't lose all of our... Save. TRS's world. Folder where the backups go. Oh. Okay. Backup timer to 17 minutes. Start backup time. Okay. One sec, guys. I'm just gonna fix something with Nightbot. No problem. Excuse me. Ugh. Awful. Okay. Great. First started talking English, but I forgot it, so it's kind of stuck in my head. That doesn't make sense. What? Okay, so we're missing some signs here. Here, this. Let's see if we got one here. I don't even remember the purpose of some of these, like why these things have to go here. I just know that it works this way, so I may as well do it. Is that right? I think that's right. It's just facing a different way. Well, that's wrong. This is very confusing. Latvian is your native language. Like 2 to the 3rd to the 7 ways somewhere it's gonna end. I think that all of these are blocked by signs. Is that correct? Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's all of it. Yeah. Why can't you change the quality of this live stream? I don't know. It looks great on my end. The option is locked. Yeah, I noticed that too. It does that for me too. It used to be that I could always change it. Is there a setting that I have to set? I think somebody told me that once. Is there something that I have to do to allow you guys to change it? Does anybody know? Somebody told me that. Because there must be at least 50 people watching, or TRS must be a Twitch partner. Ah. Neither of those things are gonna happen. Other signs. Here? Ooh! I heard something. Sounds like a follow. I don't have it open on my thing right now. Let's see. I think I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. Ah! Zayma is now following. Thank you! Turn my volume down. There we go. Any other signs? This one over here. Perfect. That should work. Let's see. Signs. Oh, let's not forget this thing. I can't tell. Is that facing this way? It is. Great. So let's get a sensor. Is it? Perfect. Why does the music keep cutting out? Weird. And then this has to go this way. Okay. Personally, I hate my native language as it's so confusing compared to English. Huh. Interesting. That you find a language that's not your own easier. That's very weird. Huh. What am I building? I am working on a passive mob farm. Can you paint, and do you watch Good Times with Scar? I've actually never heard of that, Good Times with Scar. Can I paint? No. I'm actually dysgraphic, which means that some people think it just means bad handwriting. It's actually like I get very frustrated and almost like angry when I try to write. It's not dyslexia. I don't have dyslexic symptoms. I just get extremely heated when I try to write by hand. That's why I have like accommodations to use a laptop type thing. Watch him on YouTube. He can really build. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Thank you, but I don't know about that. CMAP is... I used to watch CMAP long before I started YouTube. I'm trying to remember what the first video I saw of yours... I used to get you confused with Zachary Boss all the time. Even though you guys are like nothing alike, it's just because... I don't know why I removed that dirt. It's just because you had like similar profile pictures at the time, I think. Would love to use a laptop in school. Yeah. It should be a lot more common than it is. But at the same time, I get teachers not wanting it because... like, it's very easy to be goofing off on it. You know, it's a lot of the honor system. Excuse me. What's falling asleep, sitting here cross-legged. Unfortunately, guys, I don't think I'm going to be having a video ready for Friday. Is this going up? Yes. It will be going up on YouTube. Well, a bunny. I don't think I'm going to be having a video ready for Friday. I got an iPad for school usage. That's good. Yeah, a lot more schools are doing that. I don't think I'm going to have a video from... Deleted the apps? Huh, interesting. What was I saying? It's going up on YouTube, and then I said something about... I don't know what I was saying. Forget it. Let's find... Whoops. What happened? Oh. No. Oh, I know what I was saying. I was saying I don't think I'm going to be having a video ready for Friday, just because I'm not at full voice yet, and I really don't like to release videos when I'm not at full voice. and I really do have to save a lot of my energy for class, especially, you know, some of my acting courses. But yeah, there's a 22-second video coming out on Friday. It's just an update. Hey, Stararick430, what's going on? Ooh, I just heard something. Something happened. I'm looking at the thing. The follow, I think. Let's see. It is what it is, what it is. I'm watching. Stararick430 is now following. The smaller YouTubers sometimes do have better quality than the bigger ones. Yeah, I totally agree. I don't want to mention any names. There's some YouTubers I just find really off-putting. I kind of get how they can be attractive. Like, I kind of get why people like them, but at the same time, I don't get... There's a certain level of people... There's a certain level of, I forgot what the expression is, but, like, you know, the mindless audience... I forgot what the expression is. In this case, you're a pretty good example on how great quality this is. Thank you. What am I building? I'm working on a passive mob farm. It is probably the world's most unusually shaped farm of any kind. But I tailored the shape of it to the boundaries of the biome. I need to eat now, says Zape. So, okay, I'll be back in 20 minutes. Alright, see you, Zape. Thanks for coming by. I'll probably still be here in 20 minutes. I think this is probably helping me get my voice back. Yeah, this is going to be the world's most unusually shaped farm. And I wish I had found a better location, but this is a more convenient one. But it makes it incredibly difficult to build. Here are some signs that are missing. Here, 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 and one over here. I'm sorry that I'm not at full voice, guys. I am still very sick. Okay. Oh, I didn't need that there. I could have just put it against the glass. And then we've got one up here, and one up. I'm so glad I don't have to decipher all of these. Unusual things are better. I don't think that's a universal rule, but that can be true. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. So this was probably before most of you guys have joined, but this is something that I wanted to discuss. I should change the stream title because we're no longer talking about the beginner's guide, but we can go back to it if you guys want. What I was saying is, does anyone know the game Journey? Do you guys remember that game? That was probably the first indie game that I played, or at least that I was able to identify as an indie. That game was really meaningful to me. Adjusting. Lie down. That game was really meaningful to me because it really spoke to the power of video games and the power of communication. Excuse me. It spoke to... It was just absolutely brilliant how, with just these pulses of energy, you could communicate with these other players, and you developed like a real bond with them. It was a very emotional experience to play this game. It was emotional to, you know, there's that scene where you lose your companion in the game. This is Journey. You lose your companion, and it's devastating. Like, you've made it all this way with them. I heard a noise! Let's see what it is. It's a follow. Are we gonna see what it is? You know what? I shouldn't do this on my phone. I should just pull up the event list. Red Crafter is now following. Let me just quickly pull up the Twitch Alerts event list so that I don't have to have the stream up on my phone. Hold on. I think this will probably be my last stream before I get back to the professional quality mic. Okay, there we go. Thank you for following, dear Red Crafter. Is there song request? There is not. I'm actually not entirely sure how to use that, and I prefer not to use it just because I like to play it very safe with songs, and then I upload it to YouTube and everything. I have... Would you like to listen to something else? If we're going to listen to something else, I would prefer to listen to Erang, E-R-A-N-G, which I have, and I also have permission from him to use that. Him or her, I don't know. Let's see here. But yeah, back to Journey. It was devastating when you lost your companion, you know, and it was amazing. There were no words. Another brilliant thing about that game is that that scene where you're struggling up the snowy hill, and like it just becomes harder and harder to walk. There's so many subtle nuances to that game that just made it so brilliant. Love that game. I'm kind of going out of order, which is probably not good. I'm gonna make it harder to double check everything. Yeah, like I'm going out of order with the signs, so I'm not doing it systematically. I should be. Here. Now, why is there a sign out there? There doesn't need to be one there, but I guess in order to get the other one out, it does. I think it's a lot better to use fence gates, lag-wise, even though the signs aren't all that bad when you're putting... Oh my gosh, you're right. You're so right. I didn't even think about that. Darn it. You know what? I've made it this far. I'm not changing it. It's signs all the way. Oh, darn. Thanks for that, though. I didn't even think of that. That's a good point. I totally forgot. It's so easy to forget that signs cause lag in large amounts. Oh, dang. Oh, well. Oh, well. That stinks. That really should have done it. But yeah, there's really no turning back now. I've made it too far. Let's see here. One. This way. And then got one over here. One over here. Don't worry, as I said, as long as you don't write anything on all of them. Yeah, there are one or two where I accidentally put a letter. I'm trying to remember from one of Exuma's myth-busting videos. We don't need that sign there. Put it. There is something that on there, though. Put it here. From Exuma's myth-busting video, whether or not the text really does matter, I think it does. The number of characters and so forth. I think it does matter. I haven't been really paying attention, keeping up with. I can't tell. That sign is not... Okay, yeah, that sign is not there. Let's... This one. That shouldn't matter. Why does that need to be there? That doesn't need to be there. Alright, let's just put this here just in case. My first screen I programmed on my second stream, watching your stream on my third. Excuse me. Yeah, because of the NBT gets a lot longer. Yeah, that makes sense. Excuse me. You hear that? That the music cut out? I think it's... I think it has something to do with my sound drive. Okay. Things look good to me. Am I missing any dispensers or signs? I don't think I am. Check all the holes in the center. This looks good. All that looks good. That looks good. Am I missing signs over here? Oh, looks good. It all looks great. Great, great, great. Okay. 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 Because water would flow out there when the farm activates. Flow out where? No. I want it to flow out. Let's. I think that's it. Like it. And are those? I believe those are also all the dispensers. Perfect. All right. That was a lot more productive than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Let's finish up the glass in this layer. You know what? That's fine for now. I do wanna get enough lime glass to cover that up before we start putting all the water in on this second layer here. TRS, did you play Portal? Yeah, I've played Portal 1 and Portal 2. For some reason on my new computer, Portal 2 is like lagging really badly, and I can't figure out why. It's really bizarre, but I've played it multiple times. Both Portals. I was gonna do it on stream, but EJ Monkey played it, and we sort of run in the same circle of viewership. So I don't know. I didn't feel like it. Have some ender pearls. Are we gonna go get lime glass? I think we should. I mean, should we just risk it? Ah. Better safe than sorry. We got time. Oh. Alright, I'm shifting. Oh no, I'm sinking. Ugh. I feel awful, but I'm feeling better than I was yesterday. Ugh, got research writing today at 4. Not looking forward to that. First session of that class. And play Portal Stories Mail or Aperture Tag in the stream. That's an interesting idea. I actually, the thing is, I have so many games that I've bought, and so many games that I've raised money for, like people like knowing that their money is going toward me breaking even on this game. That I have lined up to play on stream that I'm really excited about playing, and I kind of want to play those first before I add any more games to my list. That's why I was sort of reluctant to say about Human Resource Machine. The next thing I want to play is really Deponia, or we're going to be playing Deponia, Pillars of Eternity, Minecraft Story Mode, which I've actually already seen Exuma play the first 4 episodes, but I don't know. I feel like it's almost a rite of passage that I have to play that game myself, like, with my fans. Like, I just feel like that's something I have to do. Like, how could I not do that? You know, no matter how bad of a game it is, how could I not do that? You know? And so I actually am getting pretty hyped about that, even though I know what to expect. What am I doing here? Right. Class. Pardon me. So yeah, and I also want to play Her Story, which of course is going to be a PG-13, I believe that's what it is, stream. Unlike all my other content, I try and keep all my content as G-friendly or PG as possible. I want it to be accessible to everybody. Here. Minecraft Story Mode is really boring. I like Minecraft just as a sandbox and nothing more. Yeah, I didn't find it boring when I watched Exuma play it. Of course, I love Exuma. Like, you know, I love whatever he does. But I don't know. I feel like part of the reason why I want to play it is because there were a number of times watching the archives of his stream. Oh, so close. Watching the archives of his stream where I said, like, there was something I really wanted to say, that I disagreed with him about something, and it was like, there are some opinions I want to share about this game. Yeah, I agree, the game, it's not a great game. It's, you know, it's not necessarily even a good game, but there are some positives that I think people are missing that even though they could have been executed better, are actually, like, interesting ideas, and You know, those are the kind of things I like to do. I like to talk about that sort of stuff. And I just feel like it's an experience I have to have. Also, I already bought it, so we're going to play it whether you like it or not. Because I'm not going to be playing it by myself. I don't want to take out too much glass here, because I don't want the slimes to be able to get out. Excuse me. This is like maybe the last layer. Let's see. 1, 2... Yeah, I think this is like as low as we can take it out. Right here. Excuse me. So yeah, and I also wanted to try my own choices. I'm actually a fan of Telltale games, even though some of their stuff is really cheesy and bad. It's a cool idea. It's my kind of idea. And you know what? I have a feeling that if I played it by myself, it wouldn't be very fun, but I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of fun playing it on stream together. You know, we're also going to be able to make fun of it and stuff, and you know how much I love making fun of things. No, I'm a nice guy. But, you know, I think we're going to have a lot of fun playing it. I'm actually looking forward to it. Pillars of Eternity is another one that I got that I really want to play. I don't know if I already mentioned that. Memoria, I played on my own over vacation, which is by the same people who made Deponia, another series that we're going to play, it was a point-and-click adventure game. Really bad mouth motions and, you know, stuff like that. The acting was pretty subpar. There were a few actors who were really phenomenal, but everyone else was pretty subpar. But it was actually an excellent point-and-click game. It was a very, very compelling story. I don't like it, and I don't see a reason why to play it, although I like Minecraft, but you decide. Yeah, well, I'm making the decision. We're going to be playing it. You know, you could join me or not. I'm not sure when we're going to be doing that, though. I kind of do possibly in the next week or so. But Memoria, I highly recommend. The art is really beautiful, even if it's not always very accurate to, you know, what they're saying. And the acting is pretty cheesy. There's some really good performances from a few characters. And it's an extremely compelling story. Very creative. I really like it. Easy. Okay, here we go. Hey! Oh! Darn it. I used to play a game that I used to play when I was younger with my dad, Freddy Fish. That was a point-and-click game that I absolutely loved. Freddy Fish and various mysteries and cases, that whole series, loved it. Absolutely loved it. Okay, I think this is all the glass we can take out. Let's also... Whoops. Ah, whatever. Grab this. No. Okay. I don't think we have enough lime glass to finish it, so we may have to smelt some. It's a shame. This was a really cool design, but it just wasn't going to work out. We wouldn't be able to see it very well. Just crafting it would probably be easy. I am tired and Monster is open. What does that mean, Monster is open? Like the drink? Oh. Oh, the music didn't stop. Excuse me. Let me drink of water in a second. Yes, the drink. Alrighty. Let's go see. I'm not sure how many layers of this farm I want. Basin is coming along quite nicely. like I said, I'm not sure if I'll be able to get a video out this Friday, but if I can, it will be a TRS's world. Probably the Ender Dragon fight, because that doesn't, you know, that's a pretty straight shot recording session. It's not a lot of cuts that I have to make. I still haven't recorded this, my stone farm. Another one, yet another one that I made. Excuse me. Really need to get a lot of this item situation sorted out. Sorted out. Ha ha ha. And the thing is, I want to work on some of the stuff below. It's one long cut. The Ender Dragon is so boring. But I've got to do it. I can't not make an episode on the Ender Dragon. Can you imagine that? Like, not just, like, hey guys, welcome back to TRS's world. I beat the Ender Dragon. What? No, I gotta do it. I think it's gonna be fun. I don't think I've ever actually done it solo, beating the Ender Dragon. Hello, MC Tech. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. You know, actually, I am going to change the stream title, because since we're been changing topics a lot. Just a second here. Whoops. Okay. There we go. Okay. See if we can finish covering this up. I doubt we'll have enough glass, but we'll see. I can't wait to get over this virus, cold, whatever it is. Okay, here we go. Get the lime glass in our hotbar. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna have enough to finish. Also, tackling the Guardian Temple, another long, uncut kind of episode. Alrighty. Yeah, it's way more than stack. But at least we don't have to touch this redstone anymore. I'm pretty sure, because I've got it set to, I think it's like every 5.5 minutes, something like that, the passive mob spawning cycle happens, something like that. Sorry, hold on, I'm gonna get some water. Be right back. Okay. And I am back as well, Zake. Man, I can't make any progress on my program. The main isn't even finished yet. So much work left. What are you working on, Jake? How about you tell us about the program? Maybe it'll motivate you to work on it. Yeah, not even nearly enough. And, like, the thing is, I don't care about the aesthetics at this place, but if I'm doing lime stained glass, I gotta do lime stained glass. Like, you can't just, like, forget about it. It doesn't work like that. Just do it! Yeah, Nightbot's very picky. That's it? That's all the glass? Dang. Yeah, we're gonna need to go get some more. Unfortunately, that may mean we have to go get more sand, because we're kind of low on that. Put all this stuff away. Yeah, we may have to go get some more sand. Yeah, I think we have to do that. I'm working on a tool that will help you easily manage your Minecraft servers. That's cool. I'm trying to find time to work on the Minecraft Mafia. If you don't know what that is, I'm not going to go over it right now. You could type in mafia.theredstonescientist.com, or you could just go to theredstonescientist.com, my new website, and just click on the Minecraft Mafia. It'll tell you all about that. And you can click on Complete Catalog to see the progress on that so far. But it's an enormous solo project that I'm working on, and it's so hard to work on it, like, because it's just so repetitive, you know? Like, I have all the information. It's just really tedious to put it in there. But I can't wait till that really gets going, that project. It's called Minecraft Console Streamer. Please tell me a better name, I'm not creative. How about Minecraft Streamer Console? Aha! There you go. I want all royalties for that name. Any money that comes of that, you owe me. Okay, let's see if we have any glass materials. White stained glass. Do we have any over by the slime farm? Like, it's called. Oh, I already read it. By the way, in talking about the water feature on the basin, if you've been following that whole discussion on Twitter, I think that may be a very temporary kind of feature, but we'll leave it there and like use it in, because there's going to be sort of an elaborate fireworks display that's going to happen every once in a while. It may be sort of a grand finale kind of feature of that show that we're going to make there, so it doesn't go completely to waste. Let's see. Glass or sand? Nope. Hashtag tile tick cap. Yeah. It hasn't caused a lot of problems so far, actually. And it's already probably at least 300. That, you know, multiplies as it goes down. Probably at least 500, maybe 600. Well, actually, let's see. I mean, I'm trying to remember I'm just drawing a blank. What's the formula for the circumference? It's C equals pi r squared, is that it? C equals pi r squared. So if we do, let's see. C equals pi r squared, so pi. How do you do the pi symbol? The keyboard. Pi times, I guess it's a radius of 100 squared, which is 1,000. So, yeah, it's probably about 1,500. How far are you, the percentage? I don't know. I think I'm about 20, almost, probably 40% done with the walls, but there is something that I haven't told you guys that's going to be going in the basin, which is really exciting. Jake, I would probably phrase it, I started programming the tool 2 days ago, or I've been programming the tool for 2 days. Because having started something is an event that takes place and then ends, rather than something, the starting isn't going on for the starting happened 2 days ago. What are we doing? Oh, sand. Yeah, we actually, the horse died. I don't think I mentioned that on camera, and then yet another horse died in addition to that. I think the desert is this. Hope it is. 40%. Well, in that case, you'll run into issues when you reach 80. Yeah. Well, wait. What is the tile tick cap? I mean, I thought I already surpassed it. Guys, if you haven't already, I should actually have Nightbot have this in a message, but I don't have time to do that right now. If you guys could vote for me on this straw poll that I'm going to post in the chat right now, that would really appreciate that. Trying to set up a regular live streaming schedule. So if you could just, like, any times that you would like to see me stream, select all that apply. So you already had more done in what's I don't understand here. Almost there, I think. Just another couple of times over the horizon. I always get scared of these things. The killer bunny can't spawn anymore in survival, if you didn't know that. How to translate EST or UTC to Scandinavian time. Go to, time, let me see here. I think it's just time.com, right? No, that's not it. Sorry, time.info, maybe? No, that's not it. Time zone. It's time.gov. I think. Time.gov. Maybe. Time zone converter. You can also just type in Google and it'll do it for you. Like, if you want to do 9, you could do, you could type into Google literally this, like 9:30 p.m. EST to UTC or to PST, and Google will do it for you. Yep, there's the desert. I see it. I need a new horse, but I never get around to it. Always forget to bring a saddle. EST is European time, right? EST, I'm not actually sure. EST for me, it's Eastern Standard Time for the United States. It may, I think it's the same for somewhere else in the world. I don't remember where, though. For a second, I was like, what are we doing here? Alright, let's get some sand. Ghost blocks. My favorite Minecraft prank of all time was Exuma's thing on the Hermitcraft server where he did... That was a great episode. You guys remember that? Diamonds, I think it's like Diamonds Forever or Diamonds for Ages, where he... The ghost block machine. That was very cool. I don't understand. Save. I'm sorry, I'm kind of low key, guys. And I'm sick, and it's very hard to. I was really feeling like live streaming today, and even though I'm not entirely up to it, but hopefully you guys are still enjoying what I'm able to give you. TRS, can you log into Exuma Void server? Yeah, I could. I can go on there if there's something in particular you guys want to show me, I can go on there. I don't want to go on there just to, like, explore random things, though. I love looking at things, though, on there. Like, that's super cool. And I would actually, yeah, now I'm really excited about that. Let's do that on a stream, yeah. Except that I don't like just wandering around aimlessly. That's why I really like Exuma Void's plot tours or creative inspiration series, which he stopped, which I'm sad about, because it's really, I love hearing him talk about what he likes and what he doesn't like in these things, but it's also nice that, you know, he actually picks them out for us. Picks out these things. Is there a featured thing? I don't like Exuma. Everyone tells me he's good, but I don't know. I don't like him. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. Exuma is one of probably my favorite YouTuber. Just all around. Love listening to him. Love his work. Really cool guy. Also, I just think Exuma's a very kind and gentle human being. I really admire him as a person, not necessarily just as a Minecrafter. I really admire his philosophies and stuff. I think he's a good role model. The community to the 400k subscriber plot. Yeah, that's on my list to watch. I don't really think we should get any more glass right now. I just want to get this done. I think this should be enough. If there's a particular plot that you guys have a recommendation to look at, or that you guys want me to do a tour of, you can send me like a warp or something like that, and then we can go take a look at that. I'd be happy to do it. I personally think that what a lot of the Hermitcraft guys do isn't too interesting, but I have little stuff to watch all the time. The Hermitcraft has always been my favorite thing to watch. Always get a lot of pleasure out of that, and some of it is the projects, a lot of it is the personalities. I mean, they're differing reasons. I watch a lot of the Hermitcraft guys. I don't watch all of them. A lot of the people I watch have since become less active on the server, but I've always been a Hermitcraft guy. You know, that's always been my the Hollywood of Minecraft in my mind. Not Minecraft, but Hermitcraft. That's always been that for me. Excuse me. I watch Exuma, but sometimes Mumbo. Yeah, Exuma and Mumbo are the two main guys I watch. I like Exuma's Let's Plays a lot more, though. But they're both good. Both really good. You know, you guys know I'm all about, you know, having the most professional products possible and having the most clean and succinct product possible. Mumbo is the absolute king of clean and succinct Minecraft videos. You know, he is very to the point. Let's not waste any time. You know, we can have a little humor, we can have a little fun, but we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right down to business because we know what we need to do. Here's what we need to do, and I'm going to deliver it to you in the most professional way possible. He's really really the expert on that front. Tango is also really cool. I like him too. Tango and Impulse. But like Exuma is the kind of guy I watch play other games. I don't really like watching people play other games other than Minecraft, because part of the appeal for me is seeing you know, because there's so many different unique takes on the game. And there are for other games too, but in Minecraft especially, you know, it's a very different game depending on who's playing it. I'm completely out of iron. It's all at the farm. Yeah, I really want to get the iron farm going before we start working on the underground there, because I know I want to use a lot of iron for that main entrance hall. Let's distribute it by hand. By hand, excuse me. What happened here? Obsidian, how'd that get in there? Okay. There. Stand here. Okay. In the meantime, let's actually check. Do I have any glass in here? I do have some glass. Are there any other errands we can run here that pass the time while that smelts? We could work on the basin a little bit. Nah, I'm gonna do that. Nowhere 2013. Are you still streaming? Did I miss it? I am still streaming. You need more Monster. Yeah. I just realized, remember I said I was going to get water a while ago? I got the water bottle, but I never actually drank from it. I'm really struggling here. I really enjoy streaming, but struggling a little bit. Alright guys, so while this is smelting, OMG PC Live. Hey, do you redstone a lot? No. I don't like redstone at all. Like, I try and separate myself from redstone as much as possible. Like, I don't want anything to do with it. I don't put it in... Like, people who put redstone in their username, I totally, like, don't approve of that. I just think it's, like, cultural misappropriation, you know? Put redstone in your name, like, who does that? No, I am being facetious. Okay. I guess we should do, like, one column of the basin. As long as we're waiting here, doing nothing. Pearls, pistons, heaters, carpet, snow, rails. What else do we need? I always forget something. Torches we have. I think we need more redstone than that. Let's see. Where did I put everything? Sleep, so overrated. Do you know the command block command for giving enchanted items? Yes. What did you think about the beginner's guide? The beginner's guide was very powerful. We've kind of moved on from that. I kind of want to move on to other topics just because we've sort of talked that one to death. Yeah, that's like putting LP in your name, but don't do any Let's Plays. Yeah, if you need to know the command for giving enchanted items, /give at key. I was about to do command _ block. Let's say diamond shovel 10. Then you would do I believe it's ench, right? Or is it in the tag compound? No, the tag compound you only use if it's a item entity. Yeah, if you're summoning an item, then you need the tag compound. But then it's ID, and then you type in the... I don't remember if it now accepts written, like, text IDs. I don't remember. I don't think it does. And then you do level whatever, and it'll do that. Yeah, it's I know it's ench. I was just trying to remember the tag compound. Get some more redstone. Anything else I missed? Oh, ice. We'll just do 1 or 2 columns. Did you upload the stream to YouTube or something? Yeah, I did. I mean, I will upload the stream. Yeah. I talk about some pretty interesting stuff about Beginner's Guide, but I do want to move on from it because I've sort of talked my head off. If you guys are enjoying the stream and you are feeling particularly generous, I do accept donations. You can type !donate in the chat to find out how you can get involved with that. By the way, when I mentioned that, it's not me being like, spare change. It's me just, like, for people who don't know. Use MC Stacker to generate that give command. You're making the process of making a YouTube video about how to use Redstone servers if you don't want to use plugins. Well, I mean, well, what do you mean? Like, just use command blocks. I don't know. I don't really know what you're talking about. Ooh, I heard something. It sounds like a follow. Do I have to refresh the Twitch alerts page? Because it's not going to show up? Yeah, I guess I have to refresh it. OMG PC Live is followed. Oh, and Mr. Tech YT is followed. 25 minutes ago. Thank you if you're still here. I'm sorry I didn't thank you for that before. Did I mess this up? Yeah, this doesn't go here. I think we're just going to finish this column and then we'll go check on the glass. And we'll either then go onto Exuma's server to check out 1 or 2 plots, or we will go and put the glass we smelted to use. Not sure yet. Let's see what you guys are feeling at that time. My tool can implement simple plugins and vanilla server, even snapshot. Cool. I'm actually gonna set up Nightbot just because I really want to get people involved in this. I'm gonna set up real quick. Hold on, just another timer here. Add a new timer. Does draw every 25 minutes. Lines it fast. Guys. Add new. There we go. I just wanted to put this in here for you guys to vote on. I'm trying to finalize my, what do you call it, my live streaming schedule. Excuse me. Still so congested. Did I? Oh no, we're on the same level. Okay. Here we go. So I'm actually going to cover some of the process of building this in the TRS's World episode. I'm fine with anything. How could I do that? If you're fine with anything, I actually would like you to still just like cast your vote for all of the options. Just because it lets me know that there's at least one person who would like one of those options. It does help, so. Let's see. But yeah, one of the things that's kind of interesting is how I do this redstone line. That it's hard to explain. All right, I'm not gonna try and explain it without you actually seeing it. I have a question. I have a question for you. Am I doing this the stupid way? Where are we? Am I doing this the stupid way, trying to get a redstone line to just extend all the way across here? Am I doing that the stupid way? If I still want this to also be active, or is there something else? Do I have a YouTube? Yes, YouTube is actually my main thing that I do. My main series on there is Mastering Minecraft, where I do a course. I teach a course on command blocks. It's a It gets released very slowly just because there's such high production values, and it takes months at a time to make those things. Not really, no, I'm not doing this the stupid way. Good. Because this is sort of the best solution I came up with. Excuse me. And I think this works pretty well, actually. On my series, you can actually find out. I've been working on this. I'm really happy with the way it's come out on my new website, the redstonescientist.com. If you click on series, you can find out. I think I have 3 entries for series at the moment: the Mastering Minecraft, Saved, and TRS's World. I'm actually really happy, just like with the design of. I have a little picture of it, and then the description of the series. I'm actually really happy with the way that's coming out. There's a simpler way, says Jake. I'm sure there is. I feel like there's probably a simpler way with pistons, but I kind of don't want to use pistons. I heart command block, says Noah. I'm not leaving. That's cool. By the way, if you do the test for command for an item in the inventory, then lead that on to a give command. That will work. What? So if they have a certain item, get another. I mean, sure, why not? I mean, you have to, like, hard code it. You can't, like, say... You can't say, give this same item back. Or wait. Yeah, I mean, why not? Right? So if they have a... Yeah. I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do that. By the way, guys, for those of you who've been following the Shrink project, I'm not sort of making this official statement just yet, but it's pretty, it looks really like this. The Shrink project is the map that Red Nomster and I were working on together. Unfortunately, I don't think that project is going to get finished anytime soon. Red Nomster is working 40-hour weeks, which is insane. He's really burning the candle at both ends, and he's just, that and some other personal stuff going on in his personal life. He's just not going to have time to put the attention that he feels this project deserves toward it. And it's really something that we're working on together, so I don't want to continue it without him, so we're sort of putting that on hold for probably a while. Excuse me. But we're going to work on something else together, some small stuff, because we work really well together. Yeah, you could do that. Or, you know, in 1.9, you could do a conditional command block. I mean, you know, you could do lots of things. No pistons, just do the normal line with repeaters, and after the repeater... Hold on, I'm gonna play this out in the testing world. Just do... Wait, whoops, I just did the same thing. So, what you're saying is... have this here. Excuse me. Right, and we grab some torches. You're saying if we do the normal line with repeaters, and after the repeater... Oh, I see what you mean. So, normal line, let's just pretend we run out of signal here, put a repeater down, and then after the repeater, put a redstone line down to the torch under the repeater. Well, you see where the problem arises from that, right? Because it's got to be going into it. See that, right? That's why it's a little bit harder, you might think. I mean, you could do this, but I think my way works a little bit better. It's a little bit easier to do. I am out of stone. Great. I was not expecting that at all. Let's go check on the glass. Yeah. Get me out of there. Sorry, guys. Gives me an unenchanted, untextured. It's because... Huh. I'm looking at the command. I don't see any problem with it. Huh. I don't know. I'd have to take a look. Let's see. Go and do it. Wait. Whoa. Interesting. Am I using a 1.9 resource? Yeah, it should. The thing is, yeah, you're right that it should work. It's probably the problem is with the 30 part. The thing is, though, is that what's supposed to happen is if you put in 30, it does a damage of 30. At least I thought that's what's supposed to happen, right? I thought that it's supposed to give you the durability change. But that actually looks kind of cool. That's a cool thing, but it's definitely a glitch. Because I thought that that was supposed to give you the durability thing, right? It's. I think they removed that feature then to make that do. They must have removed the feature that makes that do the durability. Or it's a glitch. That's odd. Very odd. I think it's a glitch. No, it's not just 30. It's I think it's a glitch. Very bizarre. Alright, let's check on the glass. Yeah, you can change durability in the NBT now, and they're probably preparing it for 1.9 in that way. That's it. Jake, you're right. I think that's it. I think it's because you have Unbreakable on it. Wait, no. Yeah, in 1.9 that works, but I think in 1.8 that doesn't. Let's try that. Try getting rid of Unbreakable. That's a good point. Yep, that fixed it. Now what if we do... Yeah, that fixed it. When will I go to Exuma server? In just a second. Let's go use this glass first. Some lime dye. Which is green plus white? Is that it? I think. Green plus bone meal. Oh, I also have a bunch of it. Okay. Let's do third stack and let's leave it at that. So ever so weird. Yeah, that is ever so weird. No problem. I believe Sarge said there isn't going to be a 1.10. It's going to probably be like 1.95 or... Oh, no, no, no. He said there's not going to be a 2.0. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. It's going to be 1.10. You're right. Yeah. He says, I think the glitch is because Minecraft can't render the damage bar under the tool with Unbreakable, and then it throws an error. Yeah, now in 1.9, because you can change the block model based on... this is a new discovery that somebody made. I think it was Sparks from Accidental Games. He has a generator on his website that will allow you to make textures for unbreakable items. So it's a special model for when it's unbreakable. Do you watch Sparks map making series? I don't, and I really want to, because it looks... I've heard great things, and it looks really good. Sparks and I are friends. I mean, you know, we're not close or anything. You know, we talk occasionally. But Sparks... at one point, we were thinking about doing a... like, actually making Mastering Minecraft together. Like, making it as a collaborative series. He just ended up being... you know, a special guest on that last on the most recent episode. If you guys remember, Phoenix SC and Sparks guest starred on that episode. Yeah, in 1.9 they override it with a custom model. But yeah, I do want to watch it. I just don't have time to. I have so many other things on my list, but it does look phenomenal. Looks like he's got some really good techniques that he's using. Okay, here we go. And then we just gotta fill this in. When is 1.9 coming out? I actually thought it was probably going to be by the end of last year, but I think it's probably going to be before this quarter is over, so I would say probably around March, maybe April is my prediction. Are there 1.9 blocks on here? Or no? Do I need... No, okay. Ah. Nice work, man. Very organic looking. I love this. I love when people can use stairs and slabs and these complex kind of patterns. Nice. I don't know how I feel about the brown carpet, but I like I like this. Cool, man. This is nice. Let's go exploring just around. Over here. It's nice. Their cozy little village. And ooh, this looks interesting. What is this? Huh. Like an angel. This is amazing. Wow. Can't believe this. Very cool. I feel like it would be a lot easier if, like, somebody gave me, like, a place to go and said, like, this is the plot that you have to review, that you have to look at. I feel like that'd be easy. Is he talking to me? Let's see what that is. Oh, I don't know what this is. Oh, I don't want to do Skybridge Wars. I don't want to do this. I don't know. I'm kind of bored on here. I kind of want to go back to TRS's world. Like, I love looking at this stuff. I just feel like it doesn't make for very good commentary. Huh. Cool. Yeah, I feel like this is the kind of thing I can do on my own. I don't know. Maybe play Hypixelator? I don't know. I don't know. That kind of thing doesn't really appeal to me. I think we should work on TRS's world a little more. I'm not going to be streaming much longer anyway. Gotta get ready for class. Let's craft up the rest of this glass. What would be really cool to do is to, like, have a server where, like, I can put up TRS's world and people can just, like, be there but not, like, touch anything. Just, like, totally, like, observers. And, like, they'd be invisible to me, so, like, it wouldn't get in my way or anything. But the thing is there are always people who can hack that, and I don't want to do that. You know, that sort of thing. Okay, let's... Oh, why did I jump up here? Glass. That'd be cool. But, there are always hackers that could get in the way. Stinks. Okay, here we go. Make a server and set everyone game mode 3. I suppose I could do that. I guess. Something about that I don't like. I don't know. Something about that I don't like. backup. I guess I can do it. I guess I can open it to LAN. Let's do our backup thing, and then let's stop the backups while we're on the server. Just a minute, guys. I'm gonna hide Minecraft while I put this up real quick. Bye, Nor. But you know, I don't know. I'm really not feeling it, guys. I don't think I'm gonna set up a server. I'm not feeling it. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, come on. We're not gonna have enough glass to finish. I can already tell. Hopefully we're at least putting a dent in it.